Open a beer. Gather your friends. It's time for another episode of A Solid Four. We never know what may come out of our mouths. That's half the fun.
And welcome to another episode of A Solid Four. We got the egg timer going. Anybody got a beardo?
What? Only you, Tom. Only you.
We've been drinking since 4:30.
4:30?
Yeah.
Well, that's not really all day.
Golf league. Well, it's
yeah,
only
golf
Wednesday,
league.
Tom.
That's
You
right.
can't
That's
drink all day on a Wednesday. I mean,
Are you sure?
He's already started for the weekend.
yeah, I'm getting warmed up.
Yeah.
I didn't plan on stopping until like Sunday, but we'll see how that plays out. Nonetheless, here we are. It's another episode. It's another fun-filled conversation around the microphones, drinking beer and talking about this week some Indy 500 stuff. We were so excited about it that we moved the broadcast or the recording location.
We are on
to the
location.
actually town of Speedway for the first time, thanks to Brett.
Legends Property Investment,
there you go.
which is probably this week's beer sponsor.
Is that
right?
this?
I believe so.
I believe so.
I totally
believe that's
agree.
accurate.
Yes.
Pretty sure I could hit a 9-iron into the first turn from here.
Don't forget
That's
you
nice.
can.
No, first turn?
Yeah, first turn.
You can hit a 9-iron to Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hit a
I was gonna
9-iron
say,
Charlie
I
Brown.
don't know first turn.
Which, by the way, does have great food over there. Great
Charlie
breakfast.
Brown.
Not a sponsor, I might point out, but they should be.
They will be after this.
You can always send us an email at 4solidbeers@gmail.com. Tweet us at 4solidbeers. Instagram A_solid_4. And the website. What are you raising your hand?
I was curious if we got another email this week from Dickhead87.
Oh, Handyman87.
Oh, Handyman. Sorry.
Handyman87.
I must not have my glasses on.
No, he apparently didn't like us poking fun.
He was busy.
Really.
Hey, fill me in.
His hands were busy.
I'm
with
oblivious.
something else. Well, we got an email
he
last
was
week.
laughing.
we got to talk about the one freaking email we got.
He was too busy. He was too busy on our
was from
website,
him.
asolid4.com.
Did you not
hanging out there?
Did you not listen to last week's podcast?
No, I did not. To be honest with you, I did
Have
not.
you? Which
I've been
ones have
busy.
you listened to?
I've been
I'm
busy.
just curious. We've done like 19
hang
of
on.
these at this
Hang
point.
on, you-
How many?
22.
22.
Hang on,
This is
hang on a
100.
second though.
How many have you listened to?
I listen to every one of them.
Oh,
I
are
got
you-
my headphones on right now, so I listen to every one of
You're
them.
lying because
no.
you just said
Yes.
you didn't
No.
listen to last week.
The thing about
listened
it
to
is,
every one.
you
All right,
don't. You were
this-
literally
this is-
here.
This
You
is-
were here. You didn't need to listen.
What,
Yeah.
What,
I mean-
what are we talking about?
Oh,
But what's fun is, have you ever listened back to it and said,
nope.
"Oh shit, I don't remember us talking about that."
Or-
legit,
I don't remember
it's
you-
the one
anybody
reason I
saying
like
that.
doing this
Exactly.
because I've left rookies several times going. I know we talked for 2 hours.
Don't know what was said.
I laughed a lot, but if you press me, I'm like, you're gonna have to give me
So
2
how
or 3
many-
suggestions.
You gotta hit me with something.
That was gummy night.
we
That
need
must have
recall.
been the gummy night.
I'll need
Here's
some recall.
Singo night.
Singo. Here's what happens to me though, is as I'm listening back, how many times have you said, "Dude, that would have been a perfect time to say
X,
Yes.
Y, yeah.
Y or Z,"
Absolutely.
and you're like, "Oh my gosh, how did I not say that?
Yeah.
What a perfect opportunity.
Well,
Where was I?"
Here's my whole thing on listening back, and I have listened back to a bunch of them,
Right.
just not the last 3 or 4. I cannot stand.
Sure, great.
Just not the
I
last 3
hear
or 4
every damn
months.
one.
Kind of.
I cannot stand to hear myself talk.
Why?
No, there's
Just
a lot of
I don't
people.
know. I don't like
that
my
makes 4 of
voice
us.
You should love yourself more, Jeff.
I do love myself.
do some
I
self-love
love myself
practice at
tremendously,
home.
but it just
That's what
listening
she
to
said.
yourself, you're like, God darn, you sound like an absolute freaking douchebag.
I'm
there.
smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
From Handyman 87.
So we are over here in Speedway, kicking off the month of May.
Yep.
It's good to be back home again.
Absolutely.
Man, and the weather broke this
Oh,
week,
geez.
right?
Finally.
Right, sweating balls off.
It's like 80 degrees in here because I didn't turn the air down in time.
Yeah,
but
thanks a lot.
it's got so much better than the rain and the BS.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
From last week, I think we're talking track stories this week. From last week, Link, you mentioned how miserable it is to be outside at the track when it rains.
Yep,
Right.
it is.
I would almost argue any sporting event, track's a little bit different because you
That's
get
true.
you
Can't
get
get
caught
escape.
out potentially in the middle of nowhere. There's
Right.
no
Yeah.
shelter
Yeah.
for a 15
And it shuts
walk.
down. I mean, so the thing about baseball in the
Baseball,
rain,
I play it.
football in the rain,
Play it.
soccer in the rain, I mean, racing
cars
racing
at 230 miles an hour don't do real good
not on
in the
ovals.
rain.
Road courses, they throw their rain tires on, and they'll do in some of the rain. But if it's a torrential downpour, then they
they'll
stop it
that.
completely. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Slick tires in the rain, no bueno.
I just want to know: are we going to have a spring, or are we going to go
No.
right from winter, like
I
a
don't think
week
spring
of?
exists anymore.
It's been the
No.
last several years.
Here goes the old man conversation, but I
No
think for
kidding.
the last several years,
Do it. Let's go there.
that's what's happened.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, is winter ever going to end? And then it's like, oh my God, where is spring? Mm-hmm. Because it goes directly from cold,
60
rainy,
degrees
nasty,
to
30, 40 degrees.
It was 90 degrees.
And
It was 90 degrees
degrees
today.
last week.
Yeah.
It was cold. It
We
was
just
cold
got off
and
the
rainy
golf
last
course,
week.
and I was sweating like a whore in church
Yeah.
out there.
Really?
I mean, it was hotter than hell.
That's weird.
I know.
That's
It's tough
really,
on
really
a fat
odd.
guy. This heat's tough on a fat guy.
You were a skinny guy when you burned that dude with your cigarettes, though.
Oh yeah,
So-
155 pounds.
That's all good.
I put on a little bit since then, just a little bit.
Everybody does. It's part of getting older.
155 in
Except for
like 6th
you.
grade.
No, I've gained
You
a
still
lot of
look
weight.
You're
good.
still little as hell.
You still look good.
You're Tomming me
I'm
right now.
Tomming you right now.
Son
I
of
want
a
to see how uncomfortable I
He's
can make
smiling
you
and staring.
in your own house.
Deep
Yeah,
into
not
your
yelling-
eyes.
you're not yelling
He's
at
not
him.
looking-
Like,
Easy
he's yelling
with the
at me.
phrase "deep into anything." Right? Let's be easy there.
Hey,
So logistically,
I call them as I see them.
nobody cares but us. But we have actually switched positions this week.
We have.
Whoa.
We have.
We can all see the hockey game now.
Hey, good news.
Did you see that shot?
Good news. I ate Greek over the weekend, so that's going to work in my favor too. But to my radio
How was
right,
it?
we got Brett.
How was
To my radio straight ahead, it's Jeff, and to my radio left, it's Lincoln. It is kind of opposite of the way it usually works.
Yes,
It's
it is.
like a little mix it up.
Let's see if we can handle this.
Brett's in
Mix it
Jeff's
up.
spot, Jeff's in Link's spot, Link's in Brett's spot, and somehow magically I still ended up in the same spot.
Really?
I like
Really.
that.
Wait a
We
minute.
don't like
Opposite side
confusing
of the
you.
table.
Because I feel like I'm in the same spot too. So
you're not.
how's that work?
We don't like
You're
confusing
usually,
you,
you're
Tom.
usually over there.
And we're 7 minutes into the.
We literally have
Nothing.
not talked about
Nothing.
anything.
We haven't
Right.
said shit.
It seems appropriate.
What are we
So
talking
how
about
was the
this
week? How was everybody's week? Everybody have a good week?
Good.
Well, I'm going to start with you, Tom. You got to do something that was pretty cool.
I did.
Really?
This
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
So Tom and I were on a radio station in high school, one of the few high school radio stations in the state.
WBDG.
Yep.
The giant of rock and roll.
Great time for me and you as well. But a solid 4 actually donated money to the cause that they were
marathon.
having, and Tom got to go be on the
How
radio.
much-
Right? How
I
was
got to
that?
go
How
hang
much
out.
money did we donate?
Oh, enough.
Tom
It
donated.
doesn't matter. It
We
doesn't-
donated to a bowling
50?
thing.
The amount-
we
the amount
donated
doesn't
to a
matter.
wrestling thing a couple weeks ago.
So we're running in the red because we got $1.50
No,
in advertisement. So we're running in the red right now.
I'm no accountant,
We got
but-
tax write-off.
I'm not going to
Tax
tolerate
write-off.
this bullshit.
No tax write-offs, dude. It was for not for profit.
Okay.
We can claim that. We
Right.
Oh,
can
we
get
are
our-
absolutely not for profit.
We're not for profit.
So hang
not
on.
for profit giving to a not for profit. It sounds to me like a double refund.
Yes.
You're double dipping.
We are Ozarking the shit out of
I
this.
think we are.
Next
There you
thing
go.
you know,
But anyhow, back to the
Yeah. So
story.
what happened?
So the story is that WBDG, the high school radio station from Ben Davis, they started several years ago doing a marathon. So they do a 30-hour marathon. Now back in the day,
Oh, geez. I was
the
thinking running
very-
marathon.
the very-
I'm not joking.
the what?
I was thinking a running marathon.
Oh, hell no.
26.2
sorry.
hours.
Sorry.
time
dude.
on the air, Jerry Lewis
Okay.
style.
Okay. I got you.
Tom's done the mini,
I'm
though.
caught.
I
I'm
did
caught
the mini.
up.
I did the
Show
mini
us
once.
the tote board.
And I didn't
I'm
die.
caught up.
But so they did a marathon. The first one was done in 1986. Brian Barnhill, good buddy of mine, did the first one. 1987, I did the second one. But every year they do it to raise money. Back then we did it to raise money for equipment, so different stuff. So Brian and I went in and Saturday morning and hung out and talked with the kids a little bit. And
Okay.
got on the air and chatted
Awesome.
it up.
Did you give him ice cream out of your van?
No, that's
Did you-
creepy.
The white panel
Did
van.
you show me your puppies?
I didn't.
Gosh.
Did you have candy in your pocket?
No, I
No,
didn't.
none of that. All right.
No. He was just happy to see you.
We kept
Jeff.
it very clean. I didn't even encourage
are all
people to
missed
listen.
opportunities.
Honestly, didn't encourage people to listen to a solid 4 because I was in front of a bunch of kids that I don't know if their parents would
who might still
would-
believe in
would-
Santa.
Yeah, would appreciate that.
I'm going to
that
go out on a
encouragement.
limb here and say that those kids are
Wow.
probably listening to a lot worse than
Well, they
what we're spewing.
probably are, but I don't want to. I don't
Yeah,
want to be that
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I don't need to be the guy.
So, Tom,
So,
who
but yeah, we got
is-
to participate. It
Who
was
is
cool.
the most famous radio personality to come out of working at WBDG?
Well, that's a hard call because when it comes
I
to
know one.
local, well, there's several. Dave Calabro came out of there.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Calabro came through there. Scott Hope came through there.
Christy Lee?
We got Christy
Lee's
Lee
the one that came to my
was
mind.
out
Yeah.
of there. And then
Somebody's calling the race
oh,
here
what's
in 2 weeks.
the
Oh,
yeah, Kevin Lee came out through there.
did he really?
Yeah, came through there, and then
Damn.
also oh god, I can't think of his name. Weather guy, Channel 6.
Tom
Gregory,
Paz.
Kevin Gregory.
Tom Paz.
Kevin
right?
Gregory.
The other guy, Kevin Gregory came through
Bill
there. But
Gregory?
There's another guy. No,
Steve
it's not,
Gregory.
it's not
No.
a Gregory.
Greg Gregory.
Billy
I
Gregory.
can't think of his name, but nonetheless, there's been a lot of
No, I got it. Hang on. Is Bob Nighty Night?
Jesus Christ. No, I don't
No.
think I don't think
JC didn't. No, JC was
He skipped
was not
high
around
school,
when
didn't he?
radio existed.
He went to North Central, right? Pretty sure.
he probably did. They needed all the help they could get.
Well, I hope there's no lightning that hits this damn house tonight, because we are all rowing the same boat, the same direction, man. And there's no little man in the front of that boat that we can't find. It's a one-way ticket south.
So, we started out with a story that was going to be a good thing, and then we just turned it to shit like we normally do. Good on us. We're
I
consistent.
love
We got to
golf
give
league.
ourselves that,
It
right?
seems like we're back to
Our
normal.
consistency.
Yeah.
We're pretty much on. Yeah. So there you go. Another bucket.
No,
Jeff's like, what?
Yeah, I was just
What
going to
happened?
add, Tom, that's a good thing. I know how important radio was to you.
Sure.
I enjoyed the hell out of that experience.
Absolutely.
I think, and I know maybe this is directed to my kids a lot more than anybody, the ability to give back to
Yeah.
a cause that you care about, doesn't matter if it's financial, time, whatever. I think that's what's lacking with a lot of things. Right? The ability to go, man, somebody did something for me. I need to pay some that back
Right,
a little bit.
right.
And I think that's really cool that you guys were
Well, and I
on there
think-
and
and-
excited about doing it.
Yeah, and we talked about that we grabbed a bite before we came over here, but we talked about that a little bit. Sometimes it's just, and I think it happens more as you get older a little bit, where you start thinking about it a little bit more. But you're right. It's nice to just be able to say that was something that meant something to me.
Sure.
So now I'm in a position where if I can help you do so, you're going to do a car wash, raise money. I can go wash cars. If you want me to come talk to your kids, I'm glad to do that. I
Yep.
can actually do that with a clean language. So I mean,
Some-
and I think there's
To be
some-
honest, I mean,
and if you think
did
about
somebody,
it-
Tom, do that for
Yeah.
you when you
Well,
guys were
and-
there? I mean, there was somebody
Yeah.
that.
So
yeah.
there were a couple of people, but the other thing for me growing up, what made it important to me was that my dad was in the radio business as well, and is always small market radio, whatever, and nobody
Oh, I
really
didn't
took
know
it
that.
seriously. But that was what gave me the bug. And when you talk to these kids, you can get enamored by the guys that are the big names and everything else, but legit, 25 years of my life, that's what paid my bills.
Sure.
So to do it, even if you're not a big name, but you got to do something, and
But
that's
just-
what I talked about. Something you love, and then you can give back to it. It's awesome.
Real
And
quick-
it's the same with Brett and wrestling. I mean, it's no different.
Sure. Coaching's the ultimate give back.
Or-
I mean, to me,
or
it is.
not.
Absolutely.
Yeah, or not, or not. After 24 years,
It's almost like I worked at IMS.
yes, for 38.
Almost.
Yes.
Yep.
So you two guys got more in common than what you think. You both got fired from long-term jobs.
Right.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I was thinking about this on the way here. We were going to tell some race stories today, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think we're quite there yet.
My
but
man Link
we're getting there.
has never been drunk at the track. That's
serious?
fact.
Oh, he's always been at work.
That's fact.
That is
Like
probably
last carb
true.
day, I was jacked as hell about last carb day because I'm like, Link, we're going. You're going to go do carb day. Unfortunately, the
Yeah,
way I do carb day, when I stumble into the admin building, and it was canceled.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was like
I was
COVID.
actually excited for that carb day to happen.
And then it
And
didn't.
what about this one when my daughter graduates?
Yeah, we're all excited. No,
Yes.
we're sorry you can't make it, but
Avon.
have fun at
Avon
have,
should
have
be
fun at the
SDOW.
graduation.
Yeah.
I could
Oh,
honestly,
no, Tom Brady's going to win again. I got a feeling.
I could honestly say I don't think that I've ever been to the
Son of a
track
bitch.
and
and not
Not.
been mildly at
Popped.
the worst. Never. I mean, yeah, one time we were popped.
I mean, so after long days,
One time. Just one time.
That band camp was there.
Yeah,
that
you did.
day.
When Robbie and I went to the 100th.
where'd that flute go?
Yes.
There's been
What's my name, Jim?
there's been some times, you get to the end of the day or the end of race day or something like that, and we've got beers in the fridge at work.